Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 343 of the Classic Leap Podcast. My name is Scott, and my super grumpy, soggy, wet co-host is Kevin. Kevin, I'm sorry I fucked up the recording. How are you?
What's up, man? I'm good. How are you?
I am sorry. Zarek saved
We
the
had a
day.
recording. You did. Here are things you missed in the past recording that we did just now. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a Limp Bizkit impression. I spoke about Pepsi Blue and Portugal losing the Euro Cup. Fila de puta is what I said. That's Portuguese. Now you know how to say son of a bitch in Portuguese. I'm going to say it again because recording twice takes a lot of shit out of what you did the first time. See, now you got to pretend like it's on you, but it's not. Stop pretending like this is all brand new. Scott, how are you? Tell me what you've been up to for the last 2 weeks. I haven't heard a thing.
Uh-oh. And you know what? There's no music going either.
No.
But there will just be no music. Hey, there's just not going to be any music, intro music on YouTube this week. I'll put that in post. That I'm willing to edit.
Dance like an idiot.
No.
To nothing.
No. I'm still going to fix the audio version. So, oh, you can tell that we are rusty. I have not done this before or in a while. So,
It's been 10 years, Scott.
Thank you to
10
it's just how life is right now. Everything's just a little not quite right.
Well, I mean, it's good. We found out now, and now halfway through the podcast.
Yeah.
The whole podcast would be this. Don't say anything. Right, Scott? I agree, Scott. That's what you've been up to?
Look, we know how that goes. We've all participated. We've all had to listen to people redo it. We get how that works. But we 10 years, Scott, 10. We're at 11 years now in the podcast. If that's what he's talking about. Yeah, May was 11 years. I think we talked about that, right? Did we say that?
No, I mean, it's been 10 years of podcasting. You don't have your shit together yet?
No,
Come
I still
on.
have not. Well, what are you going to do?
You know what was brutal? Back in the Para Nerds day, Rui and I would do a top 10 podcast every month where we talk about top 10s, farts, and gaming, and people were very upset about that. They're like, that's not legitimate journalism. I'm not a journalism, motherfucker. I like farts.
And
there.
Yeah.
And we recorded a whole podcast, did a top 10, and then the audacity of Audacity to crash on us and not save anything. So we had to do the whole podcast again and pretend like it was all new. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. Because then not only did we have to pretend like everything was new that we heartfelt talked about the first time.
Yes.
I had to save after every bumper. Remember how we used to do little commercials in between?
Yeah.
Every time we stopped, I had to stop and save, and then later in post, put it all together because I don't want anything like that to ever happen again. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I hate podcasting. I hate you. Sorry, not first.
Hey, what, dude? Guys, the few of you listening, he's doing this over 10 minutes of time. We didn't even get to news. I didn't even play a music button.
What? Yeah, let's go over new releases. I wonder what came out.
What? Okay. What exactly in new releases was the part of the conversation that the audience is just going to be dying to be missing out on?
Is Ratchet and Clank a fart?
Oh yes, that's right. Yes. Was it a ripped fart? Yes.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, welcome to the Classic Leap Podcast. I know you are. We are a video game podcast. We're going to talk about video games. There was not a lot of new stuff that came out. The most exciting thing for me was Mario Golf. I will talk about that later because I did pick up a copy of it. Yeah, Kevin, I know Portugal is actually pretty good, so I can understand. Or they've been good in the past. I can't understand
they won
being
the Euro
bummed.
Cup last time.
Did they? Okay. Well, they got
that Euro Cup 2020 when it's 2021.
Is it like a car where it's always a year off, or was it because of COVID they pushed it a year?
COVID.
Okay.
And Ronaldo is a beautiful man. Anyone who says otherwise about that beautiful man, go to hell. I was about to swear and I censored myself for some reason. That was weird. You see that? Never happened.
Yeah.
I feel like I was in front of my daughter. I'm like, fudge. But I didn't say fudge.
Well, thank you for keeping the tag unexplicit on this episode.
Yes, Portugal lost. Pepsi Blue is black. Pepsi Blue is black. Holy shit. Pepsi Blue is back. For all those out there who don't know what Pepsi Blue is, it is a drink that came out in the early 2000s, and they brought it back. And pretend like this is funny. So I tweeted Pepsi a picture of me holding Pepsi Blue, saying, "Yo, check it out! I love this." And then they liked it. And then I did another picture with the Satan Star. This is on you, the Scott, with Pepsi Blues all around it, and they didn't like it.
They didn't. Those jerks.
Those jerks. I also got a hammock, and I'll talk about what games I played in my hammock.
But Kevin did get a. Why did you? You complained about doing this, and you did it anyways.
And it's a good story. It was funny the first time.
It was
not so much the second. It's weird the second, but that's all I had in my notes. Without that, I have nothing.
I was trying
this podcast will be 20 minutes long.
That sounds great. I was trying to skip that intro.
I'm sorry for being a performer. Sorry.
Zarek in chat says, new release I've been playing is almost nobody knows about is Sunhaven. It's basically an early access Stardew Valley with a ton of fantasy. Elves, dragons, and stuff. Sunhaven may blow up if the dev keeps up the good work, and they have a little luck. So, cool.
Speaking of which, did you see that weird-ass Pokemon Steam game? It's not Pokemon, but it is Pokemon. Pal something?
The Bug Snacks?
No. It's like it's Pokemon, but not. It's them. It's Pikachu, but it's not Pikachu legally. And like you can like use them as weapons and like slaves, and they have AK-47s. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. Yeah, dude, I put on Twitter, but it's like a real game. It's not like a joke, or at least I don't think it's a joke.
Temtem?
It's really weird. Who?
Temtem?
I don't know what that is.
Zarek was asking.
Oh no, it's something Pal something. It's a weird ass. It's an indie game. It's a weird ass game. It looked really cool until the Pokemon were slaves, like working on like a line, like making bullets.
You got to free him, man. Sounds like a good motivation.
Oh, it was weird. But anyways, I like Stardew Valley too. I can't get into those games. I can't. No more long Binding of Isaac. Just Binding of Isaac. Every day Binding of Isaac. Close my eyes, Binding of Isaac. Open it, Binding of Isaac. I read the story, Binding of Isaac. Pretty fucked up story. Wants to kill his own son for God. And he kills a goat. The fuck, man. Fucked up.
Nah, it's Pal World.
Pal World. I think that's it. Yes. Look at that trailer. It's fucked up, man.
Okay.
It's weird. It's super weird.
Is it as weird?
You're looking at it and you're like, that's weird. And then you look at someone else, you're like, that's weird, right? And they're like, yeah, man, that's totally weird.
Is will you get judged for watching it? Is it that weird?
No, it's you're watching it going, well, this is legit, and then it gets weird, and you're like, well, why are they slaves though? It's weird.
Weird.
Anyways, sorry.
Games for Gold for Xbox. This is just almost cute that we have this as a segment.
I know, right? PlayStation rumors are coming out saying that it's going to be Uncharted Lost Legacy, but that hasn't been confirmed, so I decided not to put there because, damn it, we have Morals. Morals?
I say
That's
Morals.
Morals, okay.
On Xbox Games with Gold, you get Planet Alpha. I feel like I've heard people talk about that, but I'm not familiar. Rock of Ages 3, Make and Break.
Okay. Rock of Ages 3. Okay, what I'm feeling right now is like I'm like so like stoked. I kind of feel like I'm with my wife. I'm just like bah, 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 and my wife's like, anyways, moving on. That's what I feel like with you right now.
Like I'm your wife, like irritated with you just like rambling.
You're so used to me that you're just like whatever. Anyways,
yeah.
Ignore him.
I'll just wait.
Rock of Ages is actually a pretty good game. I had it for review back in the day, the first one.
Decent song.
Where you control a rock. I gave the game a 10, obviously, because they gave me a review copy. You control a rock and you roll down and destroy shit. It's kind of like think of the boulder from Indiana Jones.
Okay.
You're the boulder. And the Rock of Ages 3, I had my eye on for a little bit because there's Binding of Isaac DLC, which is weird, right? It's giant Binding of Isaac heads as the boulder.
Cool.
So the fact that this is coming out is pretty sweet because I like the rock. They're funny too. They're weird. They're funny. Carry on.
Conquer for Xbox. Conquer something Reloaded.
Live and Reloaded. Now this is the Conquer's Bad Fur Day remake for the Xbox.
Okay.
Am I not Am I mistaken with that, or is this a sequel? Remake sequel. I don't remember which one it is.
No idea. It's for the original Xbox. And then Midway Arcade Origins. Ooh, actually.
That's dope, man.
What's in? Oh no, fucking trailer! I don't want a trailer. What's in the Arcade Origins?
Defender, Gauntlet, Rampart. Pretty sure they mean Rampage, but we'll go with that. That's all they said. But I like these classic collections. I don't know why, because they're not very good. I mean, they're good. Like you play Space Invaders for like 5 minutes, and then you're not.
It's like maybe Marble Madness, a Skate or Die game. There is definitely Rampage in there.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm
so stoked.
Looks like off-road kind of game, or like a Super Sprint. Spy Hunter 2.
Oh, Spy Hunter's so fucking fun.
Shut up, man. I'm trying to. I think maybe a Smash TV type of game. Maybe he's in here. And he muted himself. Unbelievable. You're so muted. He's still.
Well, you want me to shut up? You want my opinion?
He's actually throwing a hissy fit on the internet.
He's like, "Shut up!" And then he's like, "Aren't you interested in this game? Which one is it?"
Kevin still thinks he's on Twitter.
Why don't you make sure you're recording there, Billy?
Who you raging at?
Oh, you got a little something right there.
Oh, you want to hear the richest part of all this, Kevin? I'm not recording now.
Oh, that'd be cute.
No, I really fucking am not. So I have to use the archive anyways. So I forgot to hit the button. So it's just how it's gonna be.
We're good at this.
One of those episodes.
Oh lordy.
Yep. Kevin says Zeri says it's definitely weird. It's like Pokemon, that game we were talking about with like a kitty influence. There's a Pokemon trainer who grabbed a cute sheep Pokemon that she had.
Used as a shield.
As a shield, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's fucked up. I bet you Zarek was like, it was like, okay, 2 girls, 1 cup. Remember how everyone watched that first thing? And first you're kind of like, oh, they're kissing. It's pretty hot. And then it gets weird. And you're like, oh, that's what this trailer is.
Okay.
First you're like, okay, it looks like a pretty good Pokemon game. Oh my God, what are they doing with that sheep? It's kind of one of those.
Have you ever heard of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared on YouTube? It's kind of like that. They're little Jim Henson looking puppets, and it goes dark. And they're like little
really?
Videos. Yeah. Sounds a lot like that. So, all right, cool. Is there Xbox stuff? Or no. Is there PlayStation free crap on this?
No.
Okay.
Nothing yet.
All right. Okay, so I did want to mention. So there's I'm a golfer. I play golf. And the U.S. Open was a couple weeks ago. Jon Rahm, the first Spaniard to win the U.S. Open, was here, and I was shocked when he said that the day before the final round. I think it was before the final round. They were asking him like what his morning was like and if he was nervous, and he said that he did what he normally does, and he got up and he was watching Call of Duty esports on Twitch. He's like a big Twitch like viewer, which I thought was pretty cool. I hear he's like a big time world class golfer, and he's watching shit on the internet about video games like us. It's fun.
Like I've always wished I was somewhat famous, not like too famous. Like going down the street in Toronto, someone's like, I think that was Kevin that just walked by. But I want to get famous enough where if I go on someone's podcast, it means something. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I listen to your podcast all the time when I'm like training for like something that I'm famous for. And like, no shit. I'm like, yeah, man, I could quote you on episodes. I wonder if famous people listen to podcasts.
Of course they do. Of course.
They must, right?
Henry Cavill like builds PCs and stuff. Like, really? Yeah.
How he's got everything, eh? Big dick, Superman, building PCs. Good for him. I don't got any of those. I'm more of a Batman guy. Micro penis.
Yeah, I think.
Sorry, the show gets a little blue.
I bet the same percentage of non-famous people listen to podcasts as famous people do.
That's the end of that conversation.
All right, what's ScottGames.com?
Oh shit. Oh yeah. So unfortunately, when I had the news originally, there was something on that website, but now it's black. So the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthon, retired from making Five Nights at Freddy's, and this kind of sucks. Okay, I'm very not PC. Am I? I don't know.
Very.
I'm liberal on PC, but I can take jokes. I like context of stuff. The dude who made his pug.
It depends if you're upset with someone on Twitter or not, and whether or not
Twitter.
they're allowed to.
No, but you know the little guy who made his pug do the Nazi salute?
Yeah.
Funny. There's context behind that. What he said was horrific, but it's funny.
Sure.
Right? You know, like there's context behind it. When it comes to politically canceling people, I'm not a big fan of cancel culture either. Surprise, surprise.
That is a surprise.
Right. Because I'm very liberal. But the Scott Cawthon guy turns out is a Republican.
Uh-oh.
But I thought we kind of knew that because the games he used to make before Five Nights at Freddy's were Christian, Catholic-based games. He's a Christian. He's a Catholic. I can't tell the difference.
Catholics actually used to be Democratic minority.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh,
just as a little political. But I know the hardcore Christians tend to be GOP.
So he's Republican, and guess what? He donated to the Trump Foundation.
Uh-oh.
Therefore, he is Satan himself. And because of that,
I donated to Trump, Kevin.
Did you?
What if I did? Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. I wish I would have. No, I'd love to find out how far you'd go with that.
I mean, I'd be kind of like, really?
No, I didn't.
So he donated to. It's like the same thing with the guy who created Earthworm Jim. What's his name? What's his nuts?
No idea.
Can't remember. He's a terrible person. He's against gays. He's homophobic, and he's like super Catholic Christian and believes that women have no choice. Okay. Yeah, whatever. But Earthworm Jim is amazing, and I like his art. So I can differentiate the art from the artist, right? Like it's one of those things you got to do. Woody Allen, Bill Cosby. I love the Cosby Show, but man, that guy's a monster, right? Like it's one of those things you're like, why?
Okay.
Macho Man died a beautiful man because there was nothing that came out. He died of a heart attack. No one cares. Saddest day of my life. Anyways, moving on. So Scott Cawthon, people found out he donated to the Republican Party, which is Trump, and therefore a lot of his fan base are kind of, as the kids say, cringy.
Wait a minute. Time out. So if I donated to a Republican that was running for a city council,
yeah,
would that have been therefore supporting Trump as well?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, the way you just said it, like you're like supported a Republican, therefore supported Trump.
No, I'm saying that's what people are saying.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't care. So because of that, he is in favor of Trump, but he did say he did give money to the Trump Foundation.
Okay.
I'm trying to give some backstory here, okay?
I know.
Serious conversation.
I'm sorry. Like, people take politics so fucking seriously and just cracks me up. And they're like, he likes Trump. Like, he, like, eats babies. Like, it's so fucking funny. It's ridiculous.
So,
okay.
I don't know if you know the Five Nights at Freddy's fan base.
They're into little horror games, and it's like younger kids and stuff.
No, they're into furries, and they're into. If you're into furry, that automatically makes you gay and possibly transgendered.
Kevin's got a broad stroke out. Let's go.
Not me. I'm telling you what they think.
I don't care. Who's they? What do you mean? What do you mean they? I'm sorry.
Apparently, a lot of the gays
this is an irritating podcast.
Fans
I'm sorry.
Of Five Nights at Freddy's, and therefore they're upset at Scott for supporting someone like Donald Trump who was against gays. So therefore, he retired because his address got doxxed, and they threatened to kill him and his wife.
It seems like a reasonable.
Extreme. It's a little too much.
Are you sure?
Said you suck, and your game sucked, but doxing to kill a little much.
Yeah.
I would have said an angry tweet. That's just me. But anyways, so because of that, he is no longer making Five Nights at Freddy's. I like the Five Nights at Freddy's games. I can't play them. It's too scared. But I've watched like Markiplier play them. That's right. I watched a YouTuber play a game.
Oh, they threatened to kill his pregnant wife.
Yes, extra, she's also pregnant.
Little extra sauce on that.
and him, like Tony, have like 7 kids.
Okay.
Or this is gonna be his 7th kid. So he retired to focus more on his kids and all that. And he's gonna let someone else take the reins of Five Nights at Freddy's, which kind of sucks. Because I don't like that happening to a creator when they feel like they have to stop.
But he voted for Trump, Kevin.
Right.
Oh my God.
And that sucks. But Five Nights at Freddy's is a very creative and cool series. And I get that it's kind of like Rick and Morty where the fan base is kind of like, but the show's still good. That's what Five Nights at Freddy's were. The games are good. They're fun. They have a good storyline. They did. It kind of fell apart after part 4. But that sucks. So he retired. So thank you, liberal, PC, woke people. That's me, man.
Look what you've done.
Look what you've done.
Finally, an easy way to revisit Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
So we're covering E3 shit from 2 weeks ago. I know, but I want to talk about it because
Kevin, nobody listens to this show for any sort of like current news.
I know that. I'm just explaining that this is old news and we're covering it now.
Guess what they know? Sorry. Let's go.
No, go ahead. It's your show.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I did forget. News!
Oh, news! All right. So, yes, they're coming out with a Final Fantasy collection from Final Fantasy 1 to 6. This sounds great, right? Mm-hmm. Would you love to play this on the Switch? Oh, Lord have mercy.
On Hammock? Fuck yeah.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Like, I haven't played 1 or through 6.
I was wondering if you were going, because every now and again you'll methodically go through the whole thing. I was like, is he going to go? I haven't played 1. 4. I haven't played 2. I haven't played 3.
Oh, I played 4.
Okay. That's more than me.
And 6 is the one that people like. Right?
That's the one I feel like that's the favorite. A lot of people like 4 as well.
4 is good. I played the DS version of it, so it's kind of 3D-ish. 8's the best though. Fuck y'all. Final Fantasy 8. Eat fruit in the house. But yeah, so it'd be cool to play this on the Switch. Be cool to play this on the PS4, PS5, Xbox, Xbox One.
But
it'll be available on Steam and iPhone, mobile only.
Oh, it's no. Oh, that's a bummer. There was the
The stupid thing is, these games are already available on the iPhone and Steam. Not as a collection, but you can buy the collection on the iPhone.
Not to mention the other ways to just fucking play those games on those specific platforms.
Right. So it's like, I didn't want to play these games on the phone for a reason. And what if you already own all 6 games on the phone? This means dick. Put it on the Switch. What's wrong with you? It's so stupid. Sometimes publishers make such stupid decisions. I'm like, why did you even bother announcing this? You got my hopes high, and then you just crapped all over it.
Just.
Well, why? And the stupid thing is, I already own these games on my NES Mini and SNES Mini modded. I would happily, legally pay for these games. But you're so stupid to put it on the phone that already has the collection. And it's going to look like that stupid version with the stupid outlines. Give me the generic one. Oh, so stupid. It's like you're not even listening. None of the publishers. I can't.
Zarek agrees in chat.
Thanks, Zarek.
The Legend of Zelda Game & Watch with the 3 classic Zelda games. I had this pre-ordered, and then I saw some tweets from Modern Vintage Gamer about the aspect ratio being fucked up and canceled my pre-order.
And that's, again, like, the 35th anniversary of Mario, we got a brand new game with 3 games in it. Awesome. You got one of these stupid Game & Watch things of Mario 1. Awesome. For Legend of Zelda, you give me a Game & Watch with 3 games? Who cares? If they're not even good? A collection of Ocarina of Time, and what's the other stupid game with the moon? Help me out here.
Majora's Mask?
Majora's Mask. A collection of those 2 games on the Switch? Like, what do you guys... Are you stupid? Like, this is not going to happen. The 35th anniversary is gone. You fucked up. Now I'm gonna wait till the 40th. So stupid. Oh. Why do I play video games?
I don't know.
I don't follow news.
You hate the stuff you love so much.
It's so stupid. Because if I were them, I'd be money everywhere. Skyward Sword HD? Who asked for that? You already have Twilight. No. You have what's the cartoon one? Wind Waker HD. You already have that created on the Wii U. You could have just shat that out on the Switch and called it a day. You didn't have to do anything. And I would have paid for it again.
Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water is announced for the Switch.
And another thing, Fatal Frame. I love Fatal Frame. I love the 3 Fatal Frame games. I even played the knockoff, possibly Fatal Frame game on the 3DS, where you need the stupid book and the augmented reality when the ghost dies in the middle of your wall and it looks weird because they're supposed to be standing in the hallway. Anyways, Maiden, I was like, holy shit, a new Fatal Frame game. Sign me up. First day purchase. It's a Wii U title. What are we doing here?
Wait, no.
What is this?
Wait. No. Wait. Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I genuinely...
Well, did you unmute?
No. Yes.
Did you mute me this time?
Maybe. Yeah. I'm just going to stitch both conversations together. No, I heard it as though it was a new Wii U game. Not that they were bringing another Wii U game over.
Oh, that would... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, would you?
Yes, thinking about it. But the way you were just like, what are we doing here? I wish that was the reality of it, and I just wasn't an idiot. Zarek says, I will never rebuy anything on N64 and back unless they improve it in some way.
Yeah, they didn't improve Super Mario 64 at all.
Dickheads.
I mean, it was sharp.
So Fatal Frame, you're not interested because it's just a Wii U port, right?
The Wii U port, but okay, I didn't play the Wii U port. I know it exists on the Wii U, so I'm going to buy it. Let's be honest. I love Fatal Frame. But it's dumb that it's not a new Fatal Frame game.
Yeah. Metroid's new.
Metroid is new. Holy shit. They're like, hold on, people want a new Metroid game? Oh, stop the presses. Looks good. Looks very good.
Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay trailer reveal.
Whoa. The people who made the Metroid Dread game are the same people who made the Return of Samus game, the 3DS remake.
That's a good game.
It is a good game. So to see a 2D Metroid game, surprisingly, I like Metroid. Who knew? So I'm happy to see that.
You have them very close
to you. But you obviously want to move on. So go ahead. Don't you miss Dustin sometimes? Don't play your little jingle. I see a little head bobbing.
I did. I started the news jingle again. I didn't do bad yet.
Okay.
I'm not totally trolling you yet. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay trailer revealed alongside a release window. Cool. Ubisoft has... I won't watch any Zelda 2 stuff because I keep telling myself I'm going to finish that first one.
Yeah.
Ubisoft announced the new Rocksmith subscription service. That's pretty neat. I liked Rocksmith on PS3. I should bust that out.
Yeah, I had it on 360, yeah.
Did you, how much did you try it?
Well, the thing is my pickups on my electric weren't that good, so it didn't pick my guitars up.
Oh, okay.
That I played. It didn't pick it up all the time, and I was trying to figure out why, but it's because I fucked around with the pickups when I was a kid, because I was stupid and you gave me a screwdriver. It sounds good on an amp, but obviously they're not good enough to be picked up.
Sure.
But yeah, I like Rocksmith, and if anyone out there wants an actual way to learn how to play guitar, I think it does a pretty good job at it. And it goes by your pace. Like it's not like Guitar Hero when you choose like hard mode and it's just like yeah. Rocksmith goes by your pace. So if you're playing crappily, it knows that.
Yeah.
It'll play slower for you. And if you're playing really good, it knows that and it'll go faster for you. So the fact that there's a subscription base is kind of cool because it has a whole bunch of. There's been more Rocksmiths out there. I've only had one. And that fucking game cost me $120. It came with a stupid cord. And I kept that cord. I'm going to keep it till I die.
Hey, just take a quick step back. Zarek said, did you know which is the best version of Breath of the Wild? It's the Wii U version because they have an amazing Wii U emulator that can run the game at 4K 60 FPS. And you can play as Zelda and stuff. That's pretty sweet. I had no idea.
I bought the Switch version for some stupid reason.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it.
No, but I had it on the Wii U already, so I bought it again.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. And then Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope got announced.
I feel bad for these guys because this trailer got leaked on Nintendo.com by Nintendo before E3. Yeah, so that kind of took like the fun out of it. I guess the big draw is Rosalina's in it now.
Okay.
But for a Rabbids game, because I can't stand the Rabbids, they're basically the minions and those little things from Mega Man. You know what I'm talking about? Those helmet guys.
The 3-ball shooter.
The Tron guys. Yeah. But the Mario Rabbit game was super fun. I had a great time with it, and I actually want to revisit it again. So the fact that there's another one, pretty cool.
Yep. I liked the first one. I don't know if I'll play this or not. Zeri says, am I the only one that thinks Advanced Wars and Metroid Dread are overpriced at $60? I love Metroid, but do they think that they're 3 times better than games like Ori?
Every Nintendo game is overpriced.
Oh, yeah, sadly. I think that's just the truth of it, yeah.
Because every Wii U port should not be $60 or $80 in Canada. It should be $40 or $30.
Yeah, for me, no. Will I probably buy it? I might. There's a good chance I will, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. So the last thing of news, I legitimately do want to talk about this with you. I think this is potentially pretty interesting. Did you see that? And I think we've speculated on this in the past, and hope this would be the case. But essentially, Xbox is putting out the xCloud streaming service on Xbox One, and it's going to run Xbox Series X games on Series X hardware. So if your internet connection is good enough and you have Game Pass, you can play same day and date Xbox Series S games on your Xbox One, the old console. Are you happy with this, Kevin?
Very fucking happy. This is amazing news.
I thought about you immediately because this is the kind of thing that's like, even though you like physical stuff and whatnot, you're not like super hardcore about it, but it's like, this is crazy.
It's a game changer.
It's the kind of
fun.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing that, remember when we were when you hear like the Wii U coming out in Virtual Console, we would talk about, they'll never do it, but wouldn't it be amazing if you could just fucking play everything, blah, blah, blah. Or we're like, what if they turn the old consoles into the streaming service? Like, wouldn't that be crazy? And they're doing it.
Did you see that I found my old, I'm going to probably use that as a thumbnail because I'm lazy, my old idea of what I thought the Wii U or the Wii would look like?
Yeah. They have the disk drives and shit on it.
The disk drive on the side and the NES slot. When I first heard about the Revolution, as it was called at the time, and I heard it could play Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, Game Boy games, that's what we heard. I was like, how? Like, how many slots is this thing? I never thought download them, right?
Yeah.
So I mocked up this thing for one of my old articles about what I imagined it looked like, and it's pretty funny. I'll put it as a thumbnail, but it's kind of like when I first got the Switch. And I was like, my wife was like watching TV, and she's like, "Can I watch TV?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I took it out of dock mode and just played it, and I was like, "Oh, this is a life changer.
This is magic.
Like,
yeah,
this is amazing. Like, nothing is, and it still looks good. It plays well. That's kind of what this thing sounds like. Where I'm just like, well, it's amazing. What's bad about that? Like, everything about this sounds great. It's streaming. Either way, the download costs like 100 gigs anyway, or like 300 depending what the game is. I don't know. Games.
Yeah, you probably use less data streaming it potentially.
Right, and it's just like you don't need, like, obviously Xbox is focusing away from like consoles. They want Game Pass to be their thing.
They just want a service. They want Xbox as a service genuinely.
Right, and if oh my god, I'm gonna shit my pants. If Game Pass ever gets to Switch, holy shit. I'm buying a lottery ticket. I'm like, this is the greatest thing. Why would it? Like, stop. I don't need any more games. This is a miracle.
There's always that speculation that Xbox.
Right, because I can play Minecraft.
I think Xbox wants to be on PlayStation.
PlayStation won't do it.
I doesn't matter.
PlayStation are a bunch of twats.
That might be true. I still think that Xbox wants it. I think they want on everything. They're showing up in TVs the way Netflix comes built in.
Yeah, it's amazing. And if you can play Series X, it's not even about the fact that I don't want a new console because I don't. But the fact that I can play a new console on my old console, it's like putting your PS2 disc in a PS1. Like, it's kind of like, what? How? Because you're streaming it. And if it works, even if I could down-res it,
even if it's good enough, even if it's just good enough,
right?
It doesn't have to be like flawless. It has to be like, I don't
need 4K. I need
playable,
fast, playable, right?
Like a imperceptible input lag and playable visuals. It's
right.
And I gotta say, like I've sometimes it's a little wonky, but I tried it on my phone here recently. I was gonna try to get it to. I was gonna play some Yakuza on my hammock.
Oh, you have a hammock too? This fucking guy has everything.
I've one that hangs between trees. It's fucking
nice.
Old school.
Nice.
So I have one of those white yarn ones. It worked okay. Like I could play Forza. Knockout City was a little tough to play on the on my phone, but with an Xbox controller. But it's totally good enough for a lot of games. Right. So yeah,
I'm not gonna play Rocket League and think I'm gonna do the best, but I'll play Gato Roboto, whatever that game is.
Sure,
it's a side scroller.
Yeah, there's I don't know. This is crazy. Xbox just keeps having this as an unbelievable deal.
If anyone is against this, like, question your life choices. Question yourself. Like, what are you doing wrong that this would be a bad thing? It's like being mad at Netflix. You're like, but there's a lot of movies. They may not be good, but it's there.
Like, people would probably give you a launch Xbox because it's so underpowered.
Right.
But it will fucking play the brand new console.
Right.
That's crazy. That's fun.
That's amazing. Now, I can't think of any games I want to play on the new console yet.
There's that are like specific.
Like, I have Xbox Series X console.
Probably not. But it's a much better playing experience than the native consoles. Like the Series S was just slow. So, sorry.
Podcast alive.
I know. We're almost there. I just it's a better, more fluid experience, but it doesn't like Knockout City just felt a lot better to play. It was just faster, but it was. I could totally get away with just streaming it as well if I had to with nothing else. Yeah. So I don't know. I just think this is really amazing.
That is awesome.
Zarek says, "Good guy Xbox, bad guy Sony." Did you know Xbox wanted to put the Halo collection on PS4? But Sony said no. PS5 is the first PlayStation I haven't purchased. PlayStation is going downhill since they moved to California.
Oh, I don't know about the California part, but yeah, PlayStation they can go F themselves. That's right. I went there. I went there when no one else did. Xbox One or Xbox.
That is that's a big change for you. You were you just had better experiences the last two generations, or at least the last generation with your PS4.
Remember, you were a 360 guy. I was a 360 guy before.
Yeah. Wow.
And I hate my PS4. Oh god, so stupid. Plays everything, except for everything.
Except for everything.
Play my own games. Stupid console.
So cool. Well, Kevin.
Canceled. Sorry. God. I was just angry.
What you been playing?
All right. So I don't know if you heard that I have a hammock, but I have a hammock now. So the first thing I did when I got my hammock was lie in it. I know. Mind blowing. So I lay out there and my daughter joined me and she was lying down the opposite way. And I was like, I'm going to lie in here and play my Switch. And guess what? The Switch does not work well in direct sunlight.
Oh, no.
So I was like, shit. I was like, it's too hard to play with the... I'm like, wait a minute. I have a Game Boy. And I drunkenly ordered a bunch of Game Boy games. Let me play that. So I played Battletoads. I beat the Speedway Tunnel.
On the Game Boy? Yeah. I like the Game Boy version of Battletoads way better than the NES version.
Me too.
I have very fond memories of that Battletoads game. On a trip down to Georgia, actually. Zarek driving down to Georgia in like 3rd grade.
Oh, nice.
That's
I told you I threw my Battletoads in the field. You know the story. Battletoads made me break my Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
Time. So I have a love-hate relationship, but I made it past the turbo tunnel. and the ice stage is a stage of fuck. It just sucks. It's not like the angry video game nerd. I didn't even mean to do that. It's stupid. It's like, well, that was shit, and this is shit. It's a shitty game. But anyways, I played that, and in direct sunlight, the Game Boy games are perfect. They look great. They're amazing in direct sunlight. And I'm like, right, that's what this was all about.
Yeah.
You play it outside. I played Super Mario Land, and then I hiccuped, and I beat Super Mario Land. Super simple game.
I don't know if you heard, Kevin.
It's a little short.
Yeah, only
20 minutes is not a little short. That's illegal. That you shouldn't have sold that. It should have been a packing game with Tetris.
What?
It's very short. Go ahead.
Zero people complained about it being short when we were kids. Zero, not one single person.
There's no save feature. Yes, but I beat the whole thing sitting down. When I got to the ending, I was like, oh. I thought there was a little more than this, but I guess not. It finished
on those four little stages or whatever.
Right.
I really love I love the Egyptian song so much.
All the songs, everything in that game is fantastic. It's such a fun game.
It
weird,
is.
But fun. It's like, again, you play it, and you're like, it's a little weird, right? And you're like, yeah. I played Tetris, the Game Boy version. I made it to like level 25, and I'm like, what am I doing here? And I just let the game just die. I was like, oh, I'm done with you. Move on.
My mom got from the Game Boy game. She got Tetris Dream or Brain or whatever because she used to play mine so much. Did you ever hear about that? Where people would have
Tetris effect?
Yeah, duh, yeah. It's the fucking Tetris effect. She had it from playing my Game Boy.
That makes sense. Metroid 2. Samus Returns, not the Return of Samus, the one for Game Boy. Now, here's how fucked up this part is. I remember buying this game as a kid at a flea market. Okay, I didn't know what it was. It was a Game Boy game. My mom bought it. I was happy, but I haven't touched this game in years, fucking years. And I put it in, and my save state from when I was like 7 was still there.
Awesome.
And I had to stop because I'm like, I don't remember what 7-year-old me did.
Oh, sure.
I obviously wasn't playing the game very well because you had to kill 40 Metroids, and I did like 39. So obviously I didn't know what I was doing. But I told my daughter, I told Hannah, I was like, isn't that fucked up? I'm like, this is when I saved when I was your age. And I haven't touched this game since. It was weird. It was a really weird feeling. I'm like, good Game Boy cartridges are really awesome.
Yeah, dude.
So I started playing that, and then I died. And I was like, I'll get back to you eventually. I played Ninja Turtles. Foot of the Return. What is it called? Fall of the Foot Clan?
Fall of the Foot or something?
Not a good game. Not a good game at all.
Then it's the second one. The second one, something Clash of the Foot Clan or something.
It was like a side-scrolling, very close up.
It
looks like a Tiger Electronic game.
There's one of them that's awesome. It must be the second one.
One of them is like one of them is like the Ninja Turtles game for NES. The first one.
The arcade game or the first one?
No, the first one.
Oh.
Which is the good one for Game Boy. This is not that.
Okay.
This was terrible. I was like, ugh. It looked like a Tiger Electronic game.
Oh,
like
wow.
One of those. Yeah, it was really brutal. And after doing all that, I stayed in a hammock for 12 hours. It was great. Best day of my life. Best Father's Day ever. I just stayed out there. But then I finished Maneater for Game Pass.
Cool.
And Maneater was the game I just kind of got drunk and like played. But not actually like played. I just kind of went around eating shit and eating humans because it's that kind of game.
Sure.
And then I was like, oh, there's objectives in the game. Didn't know that. Can't read it on my screen. TV's too far. I'm going blind. So I had no idea there's an objection section in the game. And because I'd just been mindlessly, drunkenly going around eating people, I was super strong and completed half the objectives without wanting to. So by the time it's like level 2, it's like completed as soon as I did the last thing that I had to do.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, starting level 2. Objections completed because I did them already drunkenly. So I like beat the game without meaning to by doing, collect 9 out of 10 things. And I collect the 10th thing and it's like, here. Oh, you finished that too? Oh, you got to reach level 25? You're already there. That's done too. So the game was like done in 20 minutes. And it's fun. I highly recommend everyone do it. It's on Game Pass. It's weird, but it's fun. It's Evil Echo, like I said. And that's the games I've played.
Cool. Zarek says, the first game I complained about being too short was Yoshi's Story on N64. I was angry for how short the game was. I beat it in like an hour and a half or something. That's brutal.
Says, be careful. I think it says that in that N64 version. Be careful.
That sounds
awful. Let me know,
awful.
Zarek. Let me know. It's terrifying.
So I guess I have a couple of thoughts on the Xbox Series S versus the X.
Did you tell the news yet?
What's the news?
Yeah. When did you get?
Oh, has that not been on the podcast?
You never mentioned it.
Oh, I got a Series X. I like it. It's just not as sexy. God damn, that fucking S is such a good looking console. But the X is faster. You can feel a little bit more of that horsepower. The frame rate's better. I pulled it out on my TV that supports HDR, and it just Knockout City was faster. It's just better. I just wish it looked better. It's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, it actually. Oh, he said I ordered it. So yeah, it showed up. It came. I'm very excited. I keep looking for a PS5. I've been close. I've gotten it close to in my cart. I've been in that second Best Buy queue. I'll get one eventually. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. In general, I think I really, really, really like the Xbox value proposition right now. I know that there's not like exclusives, but there are games that are, enhanced or whatever that play really good.
Does the Xbox have the same kind of controller as the PS5? Because the PS5 controller sounds dope.
No, I feel like the PS5 is a little bit more feature stuff to it, more granularity with the controls and whatnot, with the triggers.
It also looks like a vagina.
I think it's a bit. I think the Xbox one's a bit dumber. Speaking of ugly Series X, how do you guys feel about the Xbox fridge? Have you seen that?
I heard about that. That's pretty cool.
I like it, Zarek. I wouldn't even want it out in my house, ironically. But
what could you put in there? I guess more.
Well,
blocks?
I guess I do. Did I tell you I'm going to build a secret, like a built-in shelf that's going to be a secret door?
Yeah, we talked about it's going to have everything but a doorknob.
Yeah, so in there, I would be willing to have something that stupid, but I think it is neat that it exists. I've been playing more Knockout City. I'm just not good, so I cannot progress into past the silver ranking, but I'm cool with that. Like, I've got a decent win-loss ratio in there. Dude, it's scratching 100% that Rocket League itch. I really.
Yeah, Rocket League's kind of starting to gray. I guess, I don't know. Some of the people online are just dicks.
So, the thing is, there's no chat, and there's no, like, real communicating in Knockout City, so you're not getting yelled at when you know that you fucked up.
No, I've had players, like, either everyone just stops playing, no one's moving, which is apparently XP farming, and then I've had people on my team go against me, so it's 3-on-1. Like, they're literally trying to... I'm like, what is this?
My pun wasn't acknowledged. What pun? Really? Oh, Xbox is so cool this generation. I got it. Sorry, Zarek.
You didn't read that out loud.
No, I didn't. I just... I was summarizing and did not do a very good job.
This is what I have to work with, okay? He doesn't get half my jokes either.
That's fair, and I wish I could help it. I also got hooked on... you should try this, Kevin. I think you might really like this game. It's called Hot Shot Racing.
Is it the same people as Hot Shot Golf?
No. And it looks like an old Saturn, like, Sega arcade game. Like, thick polygons, Lawnmower Man looking graphics. Yeah.
Nice.
And it plays phenomenal. It's an awesome, fun, good racing game.
What's that on?
It's Game Pass. It's on Game Pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to try that tonight.
Yeah. I think you would really like it. It just feels like a good Sega arcade game. There's like 8 different people you can be from different countries. So far, I've been the British guy and the Japanese guy. The Japanese guy, I won all the cups and with all of his carts, and you can unlock like a bobblehead. Oh. So you can unlock cosmetics and stuff. It just plays like a good old game. So I would definitely recommend it, especially since it's on Game Pass. Control, because I've got a Series X, wanted to play Control Ultimate Edition. And it has a performance versus a quality mode. So performance is you get 60 frames a second, 1080p or whatever. But in the quality, you can also get ray tracing, but only 30 frames a second. And while it is beautiful in the quality mode, I actually preferred playing in the performance mode.
Yeah, 60 frames. You can feel 60 frames.
Yeah,
you can notice that difference.
In
textures. I'm like, whatever, but
give me that smooth, buttery control. I don't care about the graphics as much. Control's cool. It's a little ethereal for me. It's hard for me to get into. This is my second time. So I'm starting it again, so I'm kind of running into that same spot. I kind of ran out of gas. I just need to push through. And then I've also been playing a lot of Mario Golf, and I don't know what I think about Mario Golf yet.
Is it repetitive or redundant?
Of course, it's golf.
The same thing.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. And I get the joke. No. I have not played any of the Nintendo characters at all. I've only played the Mii campaign. And
which has Mii's?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
The fuck? Really? Oh, I thought they got rid of Mii's.
They're in the games. I don't think there's a Mii channel or anything, but somehow it's there. So I'm going through, and it's good to teach you a lot of stuff. And it rolls stuff out pretty slowly. It does some bizarre mechanics that if you get your head out of a normal golf game and you accept these different rules, it's kind of interesting. There's times where all you're doing is just trying to finish before the other person, so your score doesn't matter. But it does, because you can get penalties for having bad shots, and if you take too many shots, you're going to take a long time. And they do some really interesting stuff where you would start and you could go to any one of the holes. You just made it up as you went along. So you just had to get to all of the holes and make a putt on every green before you had 40 shots. But you can do them in any order. So there's part of a puzzle of figuring out a good order to go. The running mechanic is all right.
Is it a running mechanic?
Yeah, you hit the ball, then you run to your ball.
Oh.
And so it's like a race. I can say that now that I've played a good number of hours of it, and my character's starting to build up XP and stats, it's starting to get good because I can do more advanced shots, and I'm getting better at the game. And I think it's nice that I've had to slowly learn this stuff. I think I'm getting the nuances of the game. There's some good mechanics to it. It's different than a lot of golf games that I've played before. And so there's some relearning of stuff. But I'm getting to the point now where I'm really starting to enjoy it. But it was a slow kind of slog at first. So I'm going to still reserve judgment, because I could peter out soon. You know what I mean? And just get kind of bored with it. Or I could continue to get more and more hooked. And maybe I'll start playing online and stuff like that.
I never cared for any of the Mario sports titles. Maybe Strikers was the only one I kind of like because it's soccer. But all the other ones, I'm I don't know.
I like the 64. I liked Mario Golf and Mario Tennis on 64 a lot.
I didn't play those.
Zarek's asking if I've played with friends. No, I have not. He said it seems like a party game with all the fighting and the running. Yeah, so you can you and I would tee off. Yeah, so you and I would tee off at the same time, and I can bump you and stuff on your way to our balls.
Oh, that's cute.
But I like golf. I just want to play.
How much was
this?
Was it $60?
Oh, of course. Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Of course, Nintendo. What am I thinking? What a stupid thing.
Mario is in the fucking title. You know it's 60. So crazy. That definitely is weighing on my this campaign's a bit thin. So
yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's all I've been playing. We got some feedback that we got to get to. I think I might have missed a comment from Zarek, actually, last episode. So let me double check that. And we got some stuff from Demez, of course. Studio. There we go. Kevin, can you say something while I'm trying to find? I don't remember where the comments are.
I'm moving my eyebrows in a weird way that the audio listeners cannot see.
Oh, great.
That is what I do. You want to break into my Limp Bizkit voice again? Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Now that we're Now that we're at the end of the podcast, I don't mind it so much. When I thought it was going to be the whole night of stick it up your I was like, oh, fuck.
The chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
When I
pretty good.
I was going to bring that up when I was like, oh, you guys have been having a lot of brownouts. I'm like, chocolate starfish, blah, 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 because buttholes are brown, but.
Hey, that's a good album. Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavor Water is a good album. What? Okay.
What? Did you hear that? He even like, what?
What? I get it. Like, you're too cool like Limp Bizkit, but that's a great album. It's a really good album.
Okay. I'll listen to it.
My Generation. Sometimes want to break. No, Break Stuff is from Significant Other.
That's the second one. No, $3 Bill, y'all was the first one, right? With Faith.
Yeah, that's the one that had Nookie on it and Faith.
No, Nookie was on the second one. I'm positive.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
You sure about that?
Bet you a beer. Look it up. Nookie was on the second album. It was not on the one with Faith. I know that one. I just have a vivid memory of listening to that album in my car. Jim Kickass Gamer, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Okay, we got some. Nookie was on the second one. Jim Kickass Gamer's confirming.
God damn it, Jim Kickass Gamer! What are you doing? What's going on here?
Why is
everyone against me? What is this?
He probably voted for Trump, Kevin.
I bet he did. God damn it! I want to drink my empty beer can now.
So we got some feedback from last episode. Dumbass says, I am so West Coast, I consider Kevin to be East Coast.
I think you read these already, did you not?
This is for, I did, yeah.
Oh.
I did read that. We're done. I didn't skip any, I don't think.
No, from last week's episode.
Because he said he didn't like Logan. I don't think we got any from last week.
Oh, we got no comments for last week's episode?
No comments.
You had 2 weeks, people. I want comments. It makes me feel like I'm alive. I want comments. Not against me, because I take things. I don't have a hard shell, so I can't take.
I think you should take comments. I must have mentioned we were 11 years because Eric said 11 years. Wow, on a comment. So I must remember to mention that.
With nothing last week or 2 weeks ago or whenever fucking we recorded last. Hey, Demez, listening? Zarek, you're on now, so it's kind of weird for me to yell at you.
Yeah.
You can respond to me.
He was already here all day. He's already written a whole comment.
I know. I don't want you to yell at me because you're smarter than me. But Demez, you're not listening live. Where the fuck's my comment, yo? Don't tweet me. Comment me. I want to read it on next week's podcast. So when we have a new listener, they'll be like, wow, these guys have listeners leaving comments.
I should leave a comment.
Make sure to subscribe and like down below.
That's right.
Click that subscribe button. I don't know how YouTube works.
I don't either. I think is evidenced by.
You got to press record first.
Fuck you. That's fair. That's fair, but fuck you. I know. Well, all that it means is I don't know when I'm going to publish this because now I got to wait a whole day and then I can download the MP3. But I have 4 monster days coming up.
Well, the thumbnail and the title is already done, so half my work is done.
We're halfway home. There we go. So, all right. Well, that's going to be it for the show. I want to thank Cubby and Ben Landis for the use of music for intro and outro stuff. Our RSS feed is available at our website, classicelite.com. If you leave a review for us anywhere, that would be awesome. Our social media handle is at classicelite, classicl337. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Amazon. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for the show. Kevin, thank you for dealing with redoing the first 10 minutes.
It just means I have extra time with you.
Write
that down. Write that down.
I will. No one's going to believe it. It's on recording.
Right away.
All right. Well, Zarek, Jim, thanks for being in the stream, and we'll see everybody. Thank you very much for listening to episode 300. We didn't even make a Halo joke. We're episode 343, and we didn't make any Halo 343 Industries references. That's who
we just did.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.